When my husband sat me down for a serious talk, he said, "I've already asked your sister to be my girlfriend, and she said yes." "What do you mean she said yes?" I stared at my husband Colin while he sat there calm like he'd just told me about changing our Netflix password. We'd been married for 7 years, and my younger sister Aubrey had been living with us for the past 3 months after her apartment flooded. She agreed that our arrangement makes sense for everyone involved. He pulled out his laptop and opened a PowerPoint presentation titled Our New Family Dynamic, with a photo of all 3 of us from last Christmas. I thought this through rationally, and the benefits are clear. He clicked to the next slide, which had bullet points about household efficiency and shared expenses. My sister walked in from the kitchen carrying coffee for him, but not for me. "Hey sis, we need to talk about the new arrangement." She sat next to Colin on the couch, and they held hands right in front of me. Colin explained how this is actually better for you too. Better for me? My husband wanting to date my sister was better for me? You've been stressed with work lately, and having me help with Colin's needs means less pressure on you. Aubrey said this like she was doing me a favor. Colin clicked to another slide showing a weekly schedule. "See, Monday, Wednesday, Friday you have me. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Aubrey has me. Sundays we all spend together as a family." He'd color-coded it with my days in blue and Aubrey's in pink. This way everyone gets attention and no one feels neglected. I stood up, but my legs felt weak. "You made a schedule for dating my sister?" Colin nodded, proud of his organization. "I also made a chore chart and a budget breakdown. Aubrey will contribute 30% to household expenses now as an official partner." He showed another slide with financial projections. "We'll actually save money with 3 incomes." Aubrey sipped the coffee she'd made in my kitchen using my mug. "Plus, I already live here, so nothing really changes except we're being honest about feelings." She touched Colin's knee. "We've been feeling this connection for weeks." Weeks. They'd been planning this for weeks while I went to work every day thinking my marriage was normal. "When did this start?" Colin looked thoughtful. "Remember when you had that conference in Dallas? Aubrey and I really bonded that weekend." "That was 6 weeks ago. I'd been gone 3 days for a work requirement." "You slept with my sister while I was at a conference?" They both laughed like I'd said something ridiculous. "We didn't sleep together. We just talked about our feelings and realized we're compatible." Aubrey added quickly, "Colin would never cheat. That's why we're doing this ethically." Ethically. They kept using that word. Colin pulled out a printed document. "I found this polyamory agreement template online. We just need to sign it to make things official." The document was 20 pages long with sections about date nights and intimate boundaries. "You already filled in our names." I noticed the date was from 2 weeks ago. "We wanted to be prepared for this conversation," Aubrey said while scooting closer to Colin. "What about our marriage vows?" Colin flipped to another slide showing statistics. 20% of couples try ethical non-monogamy. "We're actually being progressive." Aubrey nodded. "In some cultures, sisters share husbands. It's totally natural." She pulled out her phone. "I already joined some online groups for sister wives." Colin showed another slide with a house floor plan. "I'm thinking we convert the garage into a second master suite. That way, everyone has privacy." He'd already priced out contractors. $18,000, but worth it for our new lifestyle. Our savings had $18,000 exactly. "You want to spend our entire savings?" Colin corrected me. "A bedroom for my second partner. We need to stop thinking in terms of possession." Aubrey stood up. "I know this is a lot, but we're trying something new and beautiful." She put her hand on my shoulder. "We're in love whether you accept it or not." That's when I smiled for the first time. "You know what? You're absolutely right." They both looked shocked at my sudden agreement. "Really?" Colin asked, suspicious. "Really. In fact, why don't we call my dad right now and tell him the good news?" Aubrey went pale. "Why would we call Dad?" I pulled out my phone already dialing. "To tell him about your new relationship. I'm sure he'll want to know." Colin looked confused, but Aubrey grabbed my phone. "We don't need to involve parents yet, but Dad already answered on speaker. Hey sweetheart, how's everything? Full story on channel. Link below."